Hi everybody, and good simulation day. This is my first video in which I want to explain how my tools which I have developed are working. And the first tool is a tool which is a texture and shape library database. And to explain this, I can show you in my Explorer. I have copied a new root in my Italian simulator folder for roots. It's Terranica Nord. And now I have here my texture and shape library. And I still have a big database library. It's current this one. And you can see here all the texture folders I have, and also what I have is these for all the shapes of the roots I have in my simulators. So what I do first is I have a new root, so I go to add root, then I go to my folder Italian roots, and this is the Terranica North, and I say OK, and then the system starts to read all texture files and shape files and add them to the database. When it's finished, you can find in the list at the end the new folders for Terranica North, the TATEX folder and the texture folder. You can see we have over 2000 textures inside of this folder. And if you go to shapes, also at the end we can find the Terranica North. And if I selected it, I have here selected arrow only. So these are all the shapes he finds which have problems with missing textures. So you see here all the textures which are missing, also with a number of second looks like a problem with a shape file. And what I now can do, I can try to find these textures in my database to copy them to the folder of this new root. In this list I see all texture files which are missing. I can also select one of the shape files and I see which textures are found and which textures are missing. So what I can now do to find a missing texture, I select here the texture, say go to text, then he's copying me the file name of the texture, and I can say okay, go like to search for this texture in my database. And he says yes, I found it, it's in Italia 31, it also has a night texture. Then I select it, I go to my textures folder of Terranica Nord, and then I say copy to texture folder. Now it's copied inside of the folder. This I can do for all these textures, and when I have done this, normally this list after updating this path will be empty. After copying all the missing textures I have found in my database, I have some shapes left which have textures which I could not find in the database. I have some which have only this missing texture, which is point archer, and I think this is an error. For this, I can say, okay, please edit the shape. Then he opens me the shape file in text editor, and then I can see that this shape has here a problem, and I think it's a texture they do not need anymore. But to bring this error away, I can say okay, then I take for this also this blank archer, and I make okay. And this I can do for all the shapes which have this problem. After doing that, only one shapefile is left, which has missing textures, but I could not find them in my database. So what I'm now doing is, I think they do not use this shape. So I go to the Explorer and Shapes, and we have the FL52. It's called Studs Pinerolo, and I will rename this to old and cut it from the root. Yes, I will do that, and then I will update this path again. So now after updating, you can see there are no more error shapes in my list, but this is the only one thing this tool can do for you. I first save here to ensure that everything is stored. I have the possibility to say I want to check for missing files. So what I need is, I need this Terranica folder, and then now he checks every world file, every data file, if the shapes are inside of this folder. So I make here a go. And now you can see he's going through all the world files. Takes a little bit more than 1000. And now he says to me, okay, I have a problem inside of these files. You see he has texture problems, shape problems. I can say, okay, save and show me the result. And then I get these text file which tells me which shapes and which textures inside of these tiles are missing. So you see it's a lot. So what I have now to do is to find these textures and put them inside of the folder. I will do this, and then I will go back to my tool. At the end of this text file, you will find an overview of all the missing shapes and all the missing textures. And for shapes, I can say, okay, I take this shape name, copy it, go back to my tool, go here inside of this searching function, I look for this, go. Now he says me where all these shapes are used. I see them here. I can take, we have had 31, it's not here, but it doesn't matter. So I take the Italian 19, and then I say copy shape. Now he's copying the shape to the Terranica North shapes with all the textures which are inside of this shape. So I make copy shape, and it's done. Now it's a little bit more work to take all these texture files and search them here inside of my database and copy them to the texture folder of the Terranica North. After I have done this, I go back to my textures, and to ensure everything is gone right, I update the TATEX path of the Terranica North, and I update the textures path of the Terranica North, and I also update the shape path of Terranica North to ensure that everything is right inside of the database. Okay, after updating, I will save everything. I will try again the checking files, missing files. I will go, and he will go through all the world and tile files. And what we will now see that there are still errors, but it looks like that these are tiles which are not used but created, and so they are not, it looks like, valid for this route. So I will ignore that. So you will see we have some problems with the world files. You can also look inside of the text file. We see these are text files, so I hope these are tiles which are not used. Maybe you are now a little bit wondering about this part here in the right upper corner, which is called image. So in the next tool I will show you, I have the possibility to create snapshot images of each shape, which are stored inside of the root. I will show it to you. I will take one of these roots I have here inside. For instance, I take an Italian root, maybe the 31. Now we see all the shapes here, and if I now take one of these shapes, I will get a small image of this shape, also with a size, and if it has animations or lights. So I have a short overview about all these shapes I have inside of this root, but this will be explained in the next tool, how to create them. So this is it for the first time. I hope you enjoy it and you find it very interesting what I have done here. So have a nice day and see you with the next video. Bye.